Hello everybody, it's me, I'm back. Today, we're back in the Modern Redemption world. And Oh, wow. Next stage is Skeletron. Or, actually might be just full-on pre-hard mode, actually. I'm not sure. Like, post-Skeletron, there's not much, I don't think, actually. Let me look, actually. Let me... Skeletron is your clubs, yeah. So, maybe up to Skeletron. Everything I can do before Skeletron. That sounds good. Well, what I want to do right now is get some fossil armor. That will help my survivability and damage. Big time. And then hopefully eventually we'll get some speaking of, actually, I have to break a little bit. Actually, I already have 3 shadow orbs. What am I talking about? Or 2 shadow orbs. I was thinking of maybe breaking another, but that would have summoned the brain. I don't think we're ready for that yet. I can't shoot. I can't shoot. Littering with shells. Let's go. I love littering with shotgun shells. I forgot. Who are you? Happens. You saved the keeper. That's great to hear. She gave me trouble when she had escaped the catacombs. Repair fragments? Arena. Spirit Excavator. Use spiritual appearance of the Crux cards. Okay. Crux card stuff. Violin. Playable. Hey, antique Dorals! Oh, yay! I can actually use these now. Where are you? Bronze wand. Interesting. We actually have a thing that uses antique Dorals. Welcome to the jungle. Hey, I did not mean to shoot that at you, Jungle Turtle. I'm sorry. Hope you have a great day. If you were a giant tortoise, I definitely meant to shoot at you. It's true, we haven't really explored that much of this world. I remember the boomstick being much better than it's acting right now. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the boomstick, but it's not doing too hot. I mean, I probably would help if I get fossil armor. Probably would really help. Oh my, I cannot aim. Oh my god. You don't care about me, do it, right, Jungle Slime? Oh, frick. Okay, we're good. That's the Avenger. To get to a desert. And we're exploring new territory now. No, it's not exploring new territory. What the heck? The fuck? Oh, that's what was going on. I see. Yeah, the Matriarch is much better. Configured by the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Why did I get confusion debuff? That's enough of that. Oh, more of that planty substance. Haven't seen much of that, so I'm kind of intrigued. I don't know if I ever okay, so I can't vein mine it. I have to add up. Prison shots. Let's go, prison shots. Oh, so close. Oh, so close again. Okay, finally we're at a desert. Oh, it's takes too long. And we're probably gonna die pretty quickly. I really should have brought a bed. And it's kind of annoying that I did not bring a bed. Okay, let's guess, if there's not a pit, let's get digging. It looks like there's not a pit, surprisingly. Wow. Okay. Really doing this the hard way, huh? Really doing this the hard way. Oh god, I'm falling off. I lost sub. Can you not, Green Slime? Thank you. Get all the desert fossils. The rule of thumb in the underground desert is don't fire unless you have to. Because pretty much any sort of projectile can summon something like Mr. Antlion over here. And we don't like these guys. I think you can understand why we don't. Fucking sand. Oh hi, desert cactus. I'm gonna go up here and shoot you there. There we go. Ha. Get wrecked. Stupid antlion larva. Get away from me, buddy. Oh, coin portal. Ah, rope bell. Yeah, it's armor fun. They take a lot of hits, but they don't seem to be like very strong. These things in here, which means my defense is pretty good already. But what I really want the fossil armor for is its damage. Because as you can see, my damage is pretty crap. Can you not? That's a fossil? Yeah, it is a fossil. Crap. Get that desert fossil. Still new, what was I gonna say? I don't remember. Ha! Get bouldered. I haven't heard this song much in my music pack. So it's welcome. Is bro dumb? Also, I see that. Give me that desert fossil. Give me that desert fossil too. And run away. What the heck is that? Giant orb. Okay, this is not going well. Can they grow? Okay, this is not going well. Why is there flies attacking me? That was not good. Luckily, those only do 1 damage. No, thank you. No, thank you, buddy. Something just died down there. Ugh. Oh, fuck. Okay. This is not going well. Really do not want to have to take this adventure back again. It's just a preference, you know. You don't have to do that egregious journey again. Oh fuck, okay, that's not a good strat. Did bros get trapped? I think bros got trapped. Nope, they bros did not get trapped. Bros did not get trapped. Oh my god. Bro, I cannot aim. Well, that's over. Oh yes, great chunk of desert fossil. Ow. Oh, hi worm, how you doing? I very much don't like you existing. Ow. Got him. Got him. Oh, that's what summons the flies. Oh, I hate that. Yeah, I hate that very much. Guess we digging. Ah. Oh, not that way, stupid. Oh, hi. You guys like to jump, huh? Nah, I'm not going that way. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm going this way. Stupid flies. I hate you. I hate you, flies. Why do you exist? Why do flies exist in this game? That's so stupid. Who thought it was a good feature to add flies? Oh, I want to have a word with those guys. Who thought... I want to have a word with those guys who thought flies were a good idea. Yo. Yo. Also, why can Antline Mandals summon not Antline larvas drop Antline Mandibles? Wow, that was not even close to what I was going for. Snake Charmer's loot. Boo. Oh, why did I do that? I'm stupid. How? Why? Why did I do that? That served no purpose. Other than me getting closer to dying. How much fossils do I have? 729. I want to get to at least 99. Not quite a stack, I guess. Also, I think I have the Extractinator. I hope I do. Where is Desert Fossil? Oh, hi. I was not expecting you. Oh, another one. A guy in here. And there's a desert fossil under this house. What do I get? An magic conch? I'll take it. Encumbering sound. Oh yeah, that's a great chunk of desert fossil. Oh, is that purple? No, it's just platinum. I'm stupid. What is that? Oh, it's just actually I don't even know what that is really. Okay, I think this is a time where I just hide up here and shoot down. Shotgun would probably be good. How? Okay. Nope, we're going farther. I know these guys got hops, but damn! These guys really got hops. Hops, boys. Wow, he almost still hit me. Are you kidding me? These boys be insane. Is that Amber? That's some amber? Yeah, it is some amber. Nice. Can you not? Can you freeze not? Thank you. Get desert fossil. Oh yeah, great big chunk of desert fossil. These probably can still probably jump up to me. I can tell. Oh, there's more to this desert fossil. Dang. Banana split, yay. Yeah, even more. Oh, fuck you, worm. No. No, worm. No. Where are ya? I hear ya. There you are. You missed. You missed, bro. You missed. Get better. Oh. I'll just say get better aim, but he hit me that time. I guess he got better aim. Yeah, those guys are really upset at me for some reason. I haven't really gotten too close to them yet. So I don't know why they're so pissed off. You know, I think that's enough. There's a fossil. Yeah, 361. I assume that's enough. Brrrr. Oh, there's a diamond on the floor. A diamond. Cool diamonds. So much copper ore. Copper coins, not ore. For a 60-30 fossils, I hope that's enough. Oh yeah, I definitely have enough for fossil armor. Yes, it may have. Wait, 30 to 29. Wait, no, it's the same amount of defense, less damage reduction, but range damage and stuff, which is handy, I guess. Okay, next on my list, I want to summon the Eye of Cthulhu again. Because I want... Wait, what's the time? 2 a.m.? I don't think I'm beating him in that amount of time. Unluckily. So I'll just sleep a whole day. Casually sleep the whole day. Totally makes sense. Can you, like, deal with that, please? I can shoot from in bed. I can shoot from in bed. You think I'm sweeping. But no! Pop, pop, pop! That's funny. But the Blood Moon also has some new surprises, so that'll be cool to see as well. Okay. Okay, let's go down this way, I guess. Don't want to break down. Yeah, we gaming. We defeat this AlchemistNPCLite quickly. Yeah. Basically, I just wanted to get some Demonite bars for upgrading. Hey, hello me. Yes, it is Terraria, but with the turds as well. Terraria, but with tur. Okay. That stuff. That. Make some jungle worm stuff, I guess. I should probably check what I could make with antler mandibles. Anyway, bar. Make some contain bars. I've already one. Then there. Make. Really? It's not compatible for Crimtane? Fine, I'll make some Demonite bars. You satisfied now? Really? That's stupid. Don't even know what it really does. What I don't even know the upgrade from this weapon. It doesn't seem like there really even is an upgrade, which concerns me. But yeah. Okay, next on the list. Guess I get some potions. Getting a few more potions. And then working on seeing how to summon the Seed of Infection. I need 22 or something like that. Yeah, I need 2 more. And Endurance Potion active. Let's go. Heart Reach Potions are next. Gotta have those too. Nice. Okay, how to summon... Oh, Seed of Infection is actually way later. Ah, anomaly detector. Okay, I gotta summon, get a meteorite, but in the meantime, I guess I could get on to farming some of the seeds. Next needs mushrooms. Some bio mushrooms, I think. To ow. Ow. Just ow. To get a breakthrough summoning item. Wow. As soon as I get outside of my home, 4 monsters are already ready to kill me. Didn't know you guys liked me that much. You shouldn't have. Oh yeah, it's a crimson desert. I forgot about not a regular crimson. Can you like not? That'd be very appreciated if you could like not. Yeah, turn yourself into a fucking knot. Do it. Now. Turn your blood vessel into a knot. That would be even better. That way you wouldn't have to die. That way you don't have to suffocate. I think that's how it works, right? You wouldn't suffocate if you just instantly die. Pretty sure you instantly die from that, right? Right? Oh, what the hell? Hi! Why are you guys here? Why? Why are you guys here? Yeah, why are you guys here? Ow. Oh, well, he's gone. That portal is pulsing like crazy. Still can't go in it, though. Oh, yeah, you're supposed to take this. I think that's how you fight a boss. Yeah, Urhan. Forgot about that. If I spare him, I'm pretty sure I be fine. That's also a boss. I forgot about that. Forget about Urhan. That's one of the bosses I do know of beforehand. Did this playthrough. Cause he's funny. Do that one during this morning. I'm not sure if it's required to fight him in daytime, but I think it's encouraged. That's spreading. It shouldn't be spreading. Why is it spreading? Where's... Yeah, why is it spreading still? It shouldn't be spreading. Also, why is there so many demon eyes? I have a mod that's supposed to disable this. Why is it spreading? That's concerning. I really hope it's not spreading. It's just what. Why is there more skeletons? What did I do to you guys? Took you a while. Ah, nice. Fish mushroom already ready for me. Thank you. I took a bit. Turn up. Turn up. Why is there so many skeletons out here tonight? I don't get it. I really don't get why there's so many skeletons. Okay, well I have some mushrooms, I guess. I don't know if that's enough, though. I'm just kind of worrying, I guess. Can I make glass? Do I have any sand? I do have enough. Boy, I do have some sand. Huh. Okay. I just place it there? Okay. Interesting. Bottle. I think that's what you need to make vial powder. Correctly. I did not type it. Vial powder, okay. 25. I'm one short. Okay, whatever. Well, let's just fight this freaking guy. Palabat Imp has awoken. Oh, oh god. Oh boy. Boom. Oh. Great heavens! Doth thine brain be stuck in a well? To summon a demon so close to my land, 'tis heresy! Repent! Repent for thy sins! Lest I smacketh thine buttocks with the hand of judgment. Okay. Epic music for such a funny boss. Very easy boss. I can't believe I forgot to do Urhan. Oh yeah, that's actually a decently hard attack. Well, it's not actually, it's way easier than I thought. Oh yeah, there's supposed to be a break period, I remember. They're supposed to be able, you're supposed to attack with swords. What? Oh, was I really in the way of that? I don't know. But I can't do that. What's the book for? Oh! I see! That's cool. Really only matters if we don't have an arena, though. Can I, like... Can I just do this? I mean, I'm not taking many damage from my bullets. I think some of them are hitting. Nope, I can't. Okay. Pant, alrighteth! I have regained my breath. Have at thee! Yeah, this isn't really much of a battle! I got hit by it. Oh, I'm on fire. On fire debuff, that's fun. I did not get hit by that! The skeletons are plotting a party at dusk. Again. Like that. I like that. That's funny. On fire debuff is not fun. You have a lot of health. Actually, Mini Shark might be good for this. He's a small target. Small and fast one. Oh! It does something different. Oh, ow. I don't like that. I don't like that attack. That attack's not fun. Well, I guess I just sit here. So, how's the wife and kids, chat? Okay, we're back. Yes, stand still. Oh, that's simple. Okay. Oh, that was close to getting set on fire. I don't really care about those attacks that much. I just don't want to be set in freaking fire. Ah! Fun. What attack the book's gonna do this time? Oh, so it's just charging at me. Oh, that's fun. Oh, I like that attack from the book. Okay. Let's go. Let's go again. Very slow. I'm not. Oh, I got sunfire. I hate that. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Book time. What the book am I gonna do this time? Ah! Combo attack time. I don't like that though. I don't like that. Almost done, guys. It's almost done. Get him. Okay, here we go. I foresee my defeat creeping up on me. Well, if all else faileth, grenade. How doth one use this thing? I love it. If it would appeareth, I have lost. If mayhaps you shan't spare my life. Send Master Hallowed Knight my regards. No, you're fine. Get up. Get up. Get up. Well, till we meet again. That do minus? Oh, that did minus alignment. I'm stupid. Well. Ooh, that's nice. Oh my god. You dare question the words of the mighty Jimmy? Oh my god, the reference. I will put an Erwin's Cross. I'm interested in that. That's funny. Well, I thought sparing would give me alignment, but I guess not. You know, it wasn't always a good. Bro, okay, it's like, it would be like, bro, how are you not? Nightshade, what the heck, Nightshade? Bro, playing the Moons and Night. Heliophobia, yay. Can I put you in the potion bag? I cannot, dang it. Though, it is a material. I wonder if it can be used to craft something. Let me just... Oh, not you. Bro, it says it's the material! Okay, there we go. Omni stations. Golden stand of gnomes, you got gnomed. Gnomed.